All righty. All right, guys, hang on. I'm not sure why my microphone is not coming out here, but I know Magali has her microphone is on right now, so I'm trying to check out and find out what is going on here. All right. All right, can you hear me, Magali? No,
I can hear you.
you can
Okay.
hear me? Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, great, great. I'm not sure what happened there, but for some reason it flipped everything around the screen, switched on me and everything. But we are live right here on the Tejano Time podcast here on this Sunday Funday evening. It's myself, Keith Leal, and I would like to welcome. We're not talking about just any Tejano artist in the industry. She has a lot of accomplishments right now. We're talking about singer, actress, fashion designer, dancer, and many other things that you've got. And we're gonna get some of that information out of you here shortly, right
Thank,
here on Tejano Time. For sure, for sure. We're definitely. But again, welcome back to the show. It's great to see you again.
thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and for you to invite me once again to the show. It's always such a good time to talk with you.
Awesome, wonderful, wonderful. You've been very, very busy of late. Again, uh, congratulations. Last time I talked to you, you were on. You did a podcast with me as well. It's been some time earlier
Yes.
in the year, and you got married prior to that, I believe it
Yes.
was. So, how's the married life treating you?
Married life is amazing. I mean, honestly though, it was no different. Like we
Yeah.
just had a wedding, just the same thing because we're just so in love and we've known each other for so long. So it was just like the perfect fit. And so now, pobrecito, now he's stuck with me. He has to go with me everywhere.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna ask you that question about how does it feel to to pick up and have to leave and go on the road, but you're not leaving anything at home. He's going with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome.
Yes,
You know what I mean? So you guys are traveling together, whether performing here and
yes,
there, whatever. It supports you 110% of what you do and backs you, and that's a great thing. You know what I
yes.
mean? When you have that kind of support from your husband, should I say? So awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations and
Thank
on
you.
that as well. Yes. And now you were just in Houston, Texas recently.
Yes,
Last Saturday, I believe it was July 22nd to be exact.
yes.
Noche, what was it? Noche Tejana.
Yes, that's right. Oh my God. It was such an amazing show. I want to say that it was one of our best shows we've done. The crowd was so incredible. We had people standing up in the front. It was kind of like a sit down kind of vibe.
Mhm.
No, we had people standing up in our set and dancing. And I went in the crowd and I was dancing with the girls in the front. And it was just such an amazing time. Even my band was like, this show was so different. It was so amazing. So, Houston, thank you so much. And we're going to be doing more events there at the House of Blues coming up soon.
Yes, and you were with alongside. We're talking about Destiny Navida. Madison Polido was there also. As Amanda Solis. Quite a few artists that were there as well to participate in that night. One of the organizers was Jennifer. Was it Jennifer Watts?
Jennifer
Yes.
Watts, who's also a part of my team. She's my sister in music. We're very, very close. We're like best friends. She brought me onto this event and it was just incredible. She did an amazing job, sister. I love you if you're watching. And all the other talented girls that were there, I was like starstruck. I'm like, Destiny, Amanda, like every because I just love them. They're all so sweet. I've met Destiny and her brother before, and I always say the same thing about them. Not only are they talented, but they are absolutely so humble and so sweet.
Yes.
Not everyone's like that, and they're definitely like that. And I love that about them.
Yeah, and her brother Rigo, he loves what he does up on stage. You know what I mean? When you see him actually performing up there, the guy just kills it. You,
Yes.
you see it in just his performance that he enjoys it, what he's doing up there, and that's what I like to see when I go see a performance. And I did have an opportunity to check them out. One, it's been a while. I think there was like last year. I believe they were here in Houston at a venue on the other side of town, and I checked them out there. And it was just wonderful. They're amazing people, very
They
humble as well. So
are incredible. So talented.
yeah. So let's get to your acting part of your career. You have your music; it's already there. Acting right now, you've taken on quite a few several roles, and
Yeah.
the last one, which we had questioned you about earlier, if it was just out, which was Find Me. Okay,
Yeah.
which was you did a role there to play. What was it? A detective.
Yes, I play a detective. It wasn't like a very big role, but it was nice because they put me in there, they included me, and then they really liked how I did the first day of shooting. So they're like, "Would you come back a second day?" I'm like, "Yes, I'll come back a second day." So it's incredible. It's gonna be coming out on Prime, I believe, in the fall.
Okay.
So I'm so excited for that. And then I just got news today that I got a part in another movie that's going to be filming tomorrow with the same director and some of the same team as the last movie. So
Mhm.
I'm really excited because I really wanted to be a part of that project as well. And they just reached out. They're like, "Will you do it?" And I'm like, "Yes."
For
Of course.
you don't gotta ask me twice, definitely.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, and that's wonderful. You're getting a jump start. I mean, you're kicking your career off there in the acting. You know, you have the skills, you have the beauty, you have everything all the way around. You're a dancer as well. You know, like I said, when you're on stage, you're just a
Mm,
whole full package, should I
thank
say? You know what I mean? And that's you don't get that from many artists that are out there. You work hard and you work hard for what you have and what you want to accomplish. You know, you want to get to that next level. You
you.
know,
Yes.
that's what I'm seeing. You have also what is that? The lip gloss line? Do you still continue to do that there?
Yes, actually,
Yes?
we're going to be coming out with some more colors. We're kind of rebranding everything. So right
Mhm.
now, my team is working on my website where you're going to be able to just directly buy from the website. So we're rebranding the lipstick stuff. We're going to be adding a few new products. So we're hoping to push that out also in the fall. So like fall is going to be like
The
the magic.
the Yeah, and that's fall, and then again, that's right before Christmas too, so that's a great time there. So that way, if someone doesn't happen to like it, hey, you know, they can gift it to someone. So be on the lookout for that, guys. That's the, you know, she again, she has a lip gloss line that was launched back in 21. So I mean, she's still has been successful with that as well. I mean, she's got a lot going on for her right now. So what made you pursue a career in acting? I mean, just something you wanted to do, or just something you were passionate about at a young
Well,
age?
when I was in high school, I was a part of all like the productions, like the theater productions by
Mhm.
accident. My friend's dad was a theater director and he
Okay.
snitched on me. He told his dad, he's like, "Well, she can sing, but she's never acted." And so the dad brought me in the office and he's like, "Can you sing a song for us? Because we're casting for like, a show that has singing in it." Well, I didn't
Mhm.
get the role, but he loved me and he trained me. So for 4 years, I had training there, and then I kind of stopped doing it because music has always been, I feel like, number one for me,
Mhm.
But recently, well, not recently, but last year I was able to do a movie and I absolutely fell in love with the process all over again, the whole acting thing. So I'm like, you know what? This is what I really want to do also with the music. So let's try it. So I believe when I spoke to you, I had just auditioned for an agency. I think something like that, or I was going to.
Going to.
I ended up getting in. They signed me to the agency. So they've been sending me on commercials. And then of course I've been getting cast in the local productions here in the Rio Grande Valley. So
Mhm.
it's been going very well. I'm so excited.
Oh,
I'm really
I know, and you should be because in a short, I wouldn't say short career. You've been in the business, you know, in the Tejano industry for what about maybe 10 years now,
maybe
7, 8, 7, 8 years, maybe
yeah,
longer.
launched the first album in 2015. So
Okay. About
it's
8 years, about somewhere yeah, wow, so that's not bad. I mean, and to me, 8 years goes by pretty fast, you know?
good.
You've got 5 albums out. We'll get
Yes.
to that here in just a short, you know, minute. 5 your 5th album that you're working on right now, or that's actually, already out, and let's get to some of the comments just right quick right here as the Madison Polido
That
is
is
on
so
as well. Big
hi.
shout out to her.
Beautiful. She was so incredible at the show, by the way. And she was doing the singing and she was asking people questions. She was interviewing people. So she was
Oh,
working
wow.
and she's so elegant. Like she just was so flawless, like the way she was asking the questions. And I don't know, not a lot of people can like do that, like handle the pressure of being a host,
Oh,
on the spot.
right, yes.
She's very multi talented. I just love her.
I'm gonna have to send her a, application, you know? Get her on here and do some interviewing over here for us here at the
Yep,
studio. That would be great.
yep.
So that's Madison Peludo. You know, hey, I would probably just sit her in as a co-host on one of my shows. You know what I mean? Because
You
I'm sure
good.
she can do it.
Really good. She's
It'd be
really good.
awesome. Awesome. Chris Savala also is out there as well. Chris
Is
Savala.
Shout out to Chris. He is so hardworking. He's always making flyers and posters and pictures. I love you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you for everything you do in this business for all the artists.
There you go, Mr. Chris Savala right there. Josie Zamora has got us tuned in right now. It's the hello, amigo Keith Leah, HoustonTowns.com. Hello, Magali.
Hi, Josie. How are you? Thank you for tuning in.
And they're just coming in left and right here. We got a few more here. Let's get to these guys. Congratulations, good luck on all your ventures. So let's see what we got here. You make us proud. That's Esther and Anaya Garcia.
Thank you, Esther. Thank you so much. That's my grandma's name, by the way, Esther. Full
Nice,
name.
awesome, awesome. That's the Thalia right here, right? Does that she says hi. She's out
Hi,
there.
how are you?
Awesome, awesome. And let's see, we got oh well, I guess she was sending a shout out to Jennifer also. You know what I
Uh,
mean? That was Madison there. And a big shout out to Tangley, is a good friend of mine as well. Is tuned in. That's right. So awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in here to the Tejano Time. Again, it's Sunday, and we are talking once again with Magali Delarosa, RGV. Okay, we're talking about Far Texas, Rio Grande Valley. A lot of talent that comes out of the valley, and she is one of them. You've always performed alongside. You work very well with a lot of the other female artists that are down there in the valley, from Ruby Ann to
yes,
just all the way around. You guys have always connected and had some great things happen for you guys. I know she's got another Tejano takeover or something that she's trying to do down there
yes, yes.
sometime soon. So she invited us to be down there with that. So I'm just waiting on the date and time, or whenever she does have the next event coming. We're definitely going to be down there to show our support as well for the valley and all
Definitely.
the listeners that we have down there.
Yes, you should come. The takeover last year was amazing, and I know she has an amazing lineup this year. And also, me and her, we're very close. We're like best friends. We are planning on doing a collaboration together. So I'm
Okay.
very excited for
Wow.
that. And I can't say any more because we're in the process of working on it. So I don't want to give too many hints
Too
just yet.
many
But
hints.
look
Yes.
out, guys, Ruby and Magali De La Rosa. It's the duet you guys need to hear in the future. So
Awesome, awesome. Well, we know that you're going to have a collaboration with Ruby now.
yeah.
So, my other question I had for you, which was down the line, but we'll just get it now since we're on collabs. Who else would you like to collaborate with in the industry today, if you ever had that opportunity come by? I mean, it could be in our industry, or it can be in any other one.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I've always said this, and I hope that it does come true in the near future. I would love to work with Stephanie Montiel. I think we could do something super hot, super Latino pop, or
Hmm.
maybe like a bunch of the female artists would be really cool to work with. There's so
Yeah.
many. Destiny is one of them that I've said I'd love to work with as well. So I always gravitate more to the women because I love
Hmm.
vocals. I'm a female,
Right. Right.
so that's where I go with all of that. But so many talented people in the business, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's see here. We got some more. Madison Polido here. She's commented back on what I guess one of your posts, or one of you had mentioned earlier.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love you, Madison. You're amazing. You're killing the game right now. She really is. She's everywhere.
Yes, she
All
is.
and comes and she supports everybody, and we really need that in this business because it's
Yeah.
tough, especially for the females.
Right, right. And those are some questions that we'll get to in just a bit on that as well. We'll talk about that in just a few. Grupo Insignia, hello everyone, says there. All right, big shout out to you guys.
Hi guys.
Thank you so much. And Josie was replying to one of your comments earlier. She says, absolutely. And keep up the great work, Magali La Rosa.
Thank you, Josie.
There you go. Irene Mendoza is watching as well. Hello, Magali La Rosa. And Keith Leal, hello, how are you?
Hi, Irene. How are you?
And she is in Glendale, Arizona. I believe she posted
Oh,
this right
very
here. So,
nice.
yes, thank
Very
you
cool.
so much for tuning in. Oh, check this one out. We got Mr. Cesar Martinez also watching in. So, big shout out to him. Great guy, man. He was on the show not too long ago as well with Stephanie, and
Very,
great, great, humble people. I mean, they just, it was awesome. And
very
he's got to say something here. I want to say I have it here. There we go. Cesar Martinez. Stephanie Montiel is amazing, such a great person to work and collaborate with. So, and he's done it, so he
yeah,
knows. So
very cool.
he
Well,
had a great song do very well for him recently that hit number one here in Houston,
okay.
request wise, and he's onto something. He's got a great voice himself. You know what I mean? He carries himself very well. Stephanie, again, we already know what she can do.
Definitely.
So that was awesome. So you reach out. You never know. You never know. And Mr. Gustavo here says, "Hola, Keith Leal, brother." All right, thank you so much, Gustavo, for watching. We appreciate you.
Hi, Gustavo.
And yes, and this here, right, Mr. Juan Mendoza as well,
Hey,
Junior.
hi, Juan. How are you?
Yes, Mas Chingon Radio and TV, and it's the Tejano TV and Lila Lisa Promotions. But check this out. So our broadcast today will be televised during the week. If you guys are watching right now and you might want to head out and do something right now, you can always come back to watch it later. And it'll be featured on Tejano TV throughout the week on the Roku channel. So as that you can anytime during the week in the afternoon after the Three Amigos show. So you can tune in and check out the Hano Time podcast there on that channel on Roku TV. So don't miss that. Don't miss it. If you have to get somewhere today, that's fine. We're giving you the announcement right now. You can catch it during the week. All right. So get out there and check that out. Thank you so much, Mr. Juan Mendoza, the official Tejano D. Yes, he's watching. Thank you.
Hi.
He was here in studio yesterday with the Tejano Bluesmen. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so they were awesome. They were a great interview yesterday here in studio. And one more, heck yes, Stephanie Montiel and you. Oh my God, that would be awesome. She says.
Let her know. Everybody message right now. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, start sending in your messages now. Oh, that was awesome. That was great. So it's a lot of feedback right now from everybody that are watching here on the Tejano Time podcast, Sundays, 8 p.m. I'm your host, Mr. Keith Leal. And again, we're talking with Magali Delarosa. If you're just joining us, a lot of great things happening with Magali. And again, we're going to start to talk a little bit about album wise. Okay, 5 albums in the books already. So wow,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it's been that many, you know what I mean? But you've
I
always had
know.
songs out in the airwaves. And I get lost with when one finishes, singles and then jumping into the next one. Like right now, Mujer Mexicana, which is your current one that's out right now, doing very well for you, as a matter of fact. That song right there, I thought was not on your last. I mean, Quiero que vuelvas and that one. Just help me understand that one. Was that two different albums?
No. So Quiero que vuelvas was the first single
Okay.
from Mujer Mexicana, the album. Then we
Okay.
had Muero por tu amor, which was the ballad,
Yeah.
and right now we're promoting the title song of the
The
album,
album.
Mujer Mexicana, and the song Mujer Mexicana, which it just went to #1 on Mas Chingon. They just posted it right now, so that's
Awesome.
that's
So we haven't seen the backflip yet. Calm down. Don't. She's excited, so that's wonderful. And she should be. You know what I mean? She's got a lot of great stuff, under her belt right now, and accomplishments. And I mean, it's just wonderful how you stay so busy and so active, and you still have a life aside of that. You know what I mean? It's tough for a lot of people to juggle a lot of things, but you seem to be doing and handling yourself very well. Doing that, so congratulations and props to you and your family and your team behind you as well. Let's talk about your band. You have your band, and give me a rundown of some of your bandmates that you have there with you.
Well, okay, so on trumpet and vocals, we have Noé Tovar, which is my husband, but he also he's a multi-instrumentalist, so he's really
Okay.
good. We have Frank Muniz, who's my bass player. We have Greg Garza, who's my guitar player and also one of the songwriters on my team. He actually has a song right now on the top 20 gold countdown, so that's very exciting. And
Yes.
then we have Oscar Lozano, who has been playing drums with us, who is also part of Rebo Band. So we
Oh,
kind
okay.
of borrow him here and there for our shows.
Yeah,
And
that's wonderful.
he's just wonderful. So we've got a pretty good, solid little group. The guys are so sweet. And then I have my management team, Stega Marketing and Rosie Promotions, Rosie Rap Promotions. So
Yes.
what can I say? Shout out to all of them. Valdemar Garcia, who's my videographer, the whole team. Like I have to put them all in there because they're all so incredible. They all make the wheels keep going. My photographer JJ Aguirre, everybody is so great. So
They all make the wheels on the bus go round and round. So,
shout
but you
out
got
to my parents too because they really helped. My dad, he's very involved in the music. He wrote Mujer Mexicana and most of the songs
oh
on it.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
that was something. That was something about that I was reading up on Mujer Mexicana. You chose to do that in the valley, to shoot the video in the valley, and for a very special reason. You want to tell everybody out there why you chose to do it there?
well, to
I know
start
you're from the valley, so we know that.
the valley, I'm very proud to be from the Rio Grande Valley. We have so much talent, and I just think it's important to shed light on that.
Mhm.
I like to use the resources. I like to use my hometown as much as possible. Dancers from the Rio Grande Valley. Not that I would exclude anybody else if they would like to
Right.
be in a project, but we need that boost down here because there is so many talented people. So that's why I chose to do it here. This is where I'm from, my roots, where I was born and raised. And actually, we shot the first part of the video, the very beginning, with the two little girls and the guitar.
Yes.
Those two little girls are supposed to be my sister and I when we were little. And
Mhm.
the man that I hired as an actor is my dad from back in the day, playing songs on his guitar and all of that stuff. We
Wow.
actually shot it at my home. My parents still have our childhood home.
Mhm.
So it was very special to kind of include, it was biographical, in other words. So
Yeah. Well, we're gonna play the video so that way everybody can get a taste for it right quick. And we're gonna be back here with some more Magali in just a bit. But we want you to take a listen to the video. It's Mujer Mexicana. It's on right now here on Tejano Time. So you guys take a listen and check out the video. She just explained a little bit, gave you a little bit of the rundown on the video. So take a listen or take a watch, or just take a look at it. Check it out. Where she explains about her and her sister at a young age in the very beginning, and then her father comes into play in the video as well. So here it is, Mujer Mexicana on Tejano Time podcast with Keith Leal, your host, and of course, the lovely Magali Delarosa. Mujer Mexicana, right there. You have it. That's it. That is it. That is the final finished product right there. The video, it is out, and again, one another wonderful video in the books for you there, Magali.
Thank
Congratulations.
Yeah, we're very excited. It was a very long production. It took so long. This was the hardest I think we've ever worked on a music video, and it was definitely worth it because I when he showed it to me, I did cry. The final
Yeah,
because it means a lot to me to be
yeah,
able to share my story of when I was little. It kind of is
exactly.
how I started out in the business to where I am now, and so it meant a lot for me to be able to do that and show everybody. So um,
And you declared that this has been your best album yet, right?
that
So tell me a little bit about that. I mean, why? I mean, you have a lot of great music, but why is this one so special to you
I just
or
feel
different?
I just feel like the fans are really grabbing hold of this. The streaming is doing very well. Obviously, the music videos are doing well. The last single that we did, "Muero por tu amor," it went over like 100,000 views on YouTube in the
Wow,
first week that we released it, and it also got picked up by the South Texas International Film Festival. So it is going to be showing there, and it's in competition right now. So
wonderful.
beat out all the other submissions. I didn't know that there was quite a few. So I'm
Mm,
very proud to be now not just sharing the Tejano music with the Tejano fans, but now all the people in the film industry that are going to be there are going to get to see some of that as well. So I'm very excited. And this one's doing very well. I think we just made the 80K mark on this video. And I want to announce on here because I haven't done it in any interview yet, but
okay.
I did the first round of voting for the Latin Grammys this year for Mujer Mexicana, the album. So,
Awesome.
uh,
Congratulations to you.
thank you so much. So I'm just like through the roof right now. Not a lot of so if any of my friends who are voting members of the Latin Grammys would like to consider voting for my album Mujer Mexicana, I would be very grateful. So thank you guys for the support.
Wonderful, wonderful. That is awesome. Congratulations to you and your
Thank
team on that. On that, as to again, I've got a few friends out there in the industry. I'm going to shoot it over them to them, forward them some of the info, and so maybe they can take care of that. Why not? You know what I mean? It's awesome.
Great.
Yes, it's a great thing for you guys, and the Tejano music itself. So you've accomplished a lot. You guys are just continuing to do great things in the business and the industry. Let's say hello to a few more people here. It's Tejano Time, which is another podcast. That's I believe it's the Tejano Talk, and this is Buddy Salcedo. I believe this is here. This is nice video, nice song. So big shout out to him. Thank you so much,
Thank
Buddy, for tuning in. And he also says here. Shout out from the Dallas Fort Worth area here to show
you. All
support.
right.
Tejanos helping Tejanos.
Thank you so much.
Yes, wonderful guy, wonderful guy. Great show as well. If you haven't checked out their podcast, go out there and check it out. You can find them, I believe, on Facebook as well and on YouTube. So yes, definitely. All right,
I'm
this
gonna
day.
check them out.
Big shout out to Henry, New Mexico Radio Talk Show is in the house. Magali La Rosa, let's
Hey.
bring on our show.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've been on the show before, but yes, let's do it again. Let's do
Cool.
it.
There you go. I'm actually scheduled to be on his show tomorrow as well, tomorrow
Oh,
evening. So
very
I
cool.
believe that might be a lot of. I want to know. You know what? I want to no. Maybe I'm lying. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. I know I have to check my calendar. I think it's anyhow. I will get to it. Henry, if you do know what date I'm going to be on your show, please just
Yeah,
drop it in the box there because I think I forgot already.
remind Henry.
Yes, yes. Great video, she says right here. Talia says, Echele. Love the vocals, great rhythm. Love the inclusion of mariachi. So cool.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Yes, the mariachi group was amazing. They were super sweet. Bless their heart. It was so hot outside when we shot that video. And they stuck in, everyone stuck in there, all the dancers. We were melting, but we got it done.
We
So
got
thank
it done.
yes.
Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. And let's see here. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Alejandro C. Lopez says, awesome. That's right. It's there from ACL Productions, one of our proud sponsors as well. So
Awesome.
big shout out to him. Yes, a very talented young lady, he says. All right. So thank you so much for that. Alex, y también, let's see here. Michelle Garcia. I guess she's someone just tagged her. She's tagging someone. I'm not sure. She left no comment. So Michelle Garcia. So big shout out to her, which is
Hi.
Madison's mother, I believe it is.
Oh
Yes.
yes, hi. Oh, she's so sweet. I love her. She's nice.
Yes. Yes. All right. Here we go. Now we got the final date. He done set it up. August the 7th, you will be on my show, Keith. Wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Henry. We appreciate it, man. Without you, I'd be lost. So if you guys have any comments or questions for us, then Magali, as she is here on the show again, it's we're on Tejano Time here podcast with myself. I'm your host, Keith Leal. Always great to bring artists on here to share what their story, their songs, their music, their videos, whatnot, and a lot of things going on. And in Magali's case, she's got quite a few things going on from her. We're talking about acting, music. She's got the line, which is
Yeah.
your lip gloss line, but I know you got other things that you're not doing any fashion as well as one thing we didn't touch bases on.
Yeah, so recently I've been doing that's gonna be part of the launch of the website. I actually just sent the product photos yesterday. So we're gonna have some outfits for the women, some blinged out baseball caps. Of course, I know I do the designs for my band. So all the jackets that you see when they wear, that's like all my stuff. So we are gonna have those designs available just in
Cool.
case anybody wants like one of the band jackets or the same design. We're gonna have those available. So I'm excited for that. I just got asked recently in Houston while I was there at the House of Blues event if I wanted to bring some clothes and do a fashion show. So that is in the near future. She's like, "Why haven't you done it before?" I'm like, "Cuz I don't have time, but I will make time for because that is such a dream. I've never done a fashion show before. So I think that's something that I'm looking forward to."
One, yeah, and yeah, definitely. I mean, if you haven't done it before and you're called on it, so hey, you're doing something right. So be on the lookout for that, ladies and gentlemen. So she's on her way. With everything that she's got going on, something's going to break, and not down. But I'm saying it's going to open more doors, continue to open up, and it might be a huge one. You just never know. So we wish you the best and continued success on everything that you got going on for you right now, and it's a lot. You know what I mean? And we do appreciate you as our team here at the radio station because your music, your videos, the interviews that we do, but and again, you're trying to juggle all this at once, and then your personal life aside to that is it's a long haul. You know what I mean? It's
I
tough.
have a life though. I will say this. I'm sorry to all my friends because they're always like, "Let's go out, let's go do this." And I'm like, "I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't." But just know that I love you guys and I think of you. I don't have like much of a social life. So I don't like go out, like I don't go party because I don't have time, but I do love you guys and I do think of you. All the dates are booked up for like work stuff. But I think
Yeah,
this is the time to do it. There's going to be time later to like play and have fun and do all that. Right now it's like hustle mode. So that's
hustle.
mhm.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Well, let's say Michelle Garcia did finally get her comment in here. It says, humble artist, Magali Delarosa, all of them, oh my God, the best energy recharge battery event, Noche Tejana. I felt the love and Wapango too.
Yes, it was a great event. I mean,
Thank
I
you
never
all.
feel like beaming from that event. It was so great. Like the energy was just on a different level. People were so into it. They were so involved and I didn't know anybody there, aside from the artists. Like I didn't know like the audience or like we'd never been there before, so I didn't know how they were going to like receive
Yeah.
us. Oh man, they made it so great for all of us. We were so
Oh,
happy.
that is awesome. That is awesome. Velvet Ramirez says fashion shows are very fun. So yeah, so
Yay!
little confidence right there.
I'll send out officially do one, whether it's in Houston or we do one here in the Valley. I'm gonna do it upright. Send out all the invitations. I want everybody.
Yes. That'd be great. For everybody to go out there and check things out.
Yeah.
Ronnie T Gonzalez is commenting on here. He's watching the show. Big shout out to you, Ronnie. Is there an acting project we can stream right now? I have nothing on my end right now. I said so.
I wish I do have I have my demo reel on YouTube right now, but as far as the projects to be able to see them complete like in full, we're not gonna have anything till the fall, which is the Find Me movie. So, and the movie itself is gonna be really great, and I do come out somewhere in the middle of the movie, but coming soon, Ronnie, coming soon, I promise. But I will put in the comments, I'll put a link where you can see some of the stuff that I've done.
There you go, Ronnie. Big
Holy.
shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. That's another great artist in the industry is there as well, Mr. Ronnie. And that's the Jennifer Watts. You're welcome, female power in our Tejano industry. There you go.
Hey, Jennifer, I love you. Miss you, sister.
She's a wonderful person. She's always on our comments on our stuff, or we always commenting on hers or like and share. But she's another great person. She's very very down to earth. And Mr. Ronnie who says again, awesome. So he's
Awesome.
awesome. He's going to be looking out for that link.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
So anybody else got any information or any links? I'm not links. Any questions for Magali? Feel free to drop them in the box. She'll be more than happy to answer your questions, or if you have anything for her, any upcoming performances that she may have, or a show that you had to go and you check there out perform, and you have some questions or whatnot, she'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. All right. Um, well, there's one right there. I spoke too soon.
Uh,
It's O. Henry though. He says, "What is it like to like getting to open up for Michael Salgado?" Put it that way.
Oh, he is such an incredible artist and he's so down to earth. And of course, he brings in a great crowd. So every time we opened up for him, you knew there was going to be so many people in the audience and they were all super, super accepting because I feel like his music and my music, it's not exactly the same. We're very like
Right.
electro pop, cumbia kind of stuff. And he's of a more traditional sound. But his fans loved us anyways. It was a great time. And I know he's still doing great music. So it's great.
Yes, definitely. Big shout out to Marcus Daniels, who is tuned in as well, watching. So thank you so much, Marcus. As I had an opportunity to be on the Three Amigos show, I had a bad connection. As a matter of fact, this past week, and I was using my phone when I was on the road, so that wasn't good. So I had some fun. The minutes that they did that, actually, wherever they could understood or
Okay.
understand was great. You know what I mean? But when I anything that I was commenting on, they wanted the answer, but every time I did comment, they lost my signal. So it was like,
No,
so,
I'm gonna be
but
on the show on August the 2nd, which is I believe is that like that's Tuesday, I believe. I'm gonna be on
okay.
that show. So
Great, great. So you guys tune into that, Three Amigos show as well. As they were talking about D, Marcus Daniels, as the Juan Mendoza. They've got a great show going on over there as well, and you can check that out on Tejano TV under the Roku channel. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. She will definitely be on there as well. So she's got time for interviews all over the place as well. She
yeah,
makes the time. She definitely does, and she's never turned down an interview. At least I don't think for us. You know what I mean?
yeah. And
But
you guys are so good about like letting us know in advance though, because I think that's what it's all about. Just like letting
yeah.
the artists know in advance, and that way we're like, okay, available,
But-
book it. So everyone's been so great, and luckily all the projects I've had these last like 2 weeks, everything has all worked out. So I'm excited. So
Great, great, great. So we want to just go ahead and just to play another song. I know you said that "Quiero que vuelvas" was the song that was your first, was your single off the current album Mujer Mexicana right now that you have out. We want to play the video for everybody out there, but before we play the video, we would like to get a little inside scoop on that video. On I just let me just check this right quick because I did get a message here. Um, let's see here. Okay, no, it's a big shout out to Steph is also watching. Okay, Steph, who is just the publicist for, and I believe she helps you out as well for Brandon Figueroa,
yes,
three-time world champion boxer, and we're working on some things on our end over here with Omar and stuff like that. But anyhow, she's always great. She does return our calls. She does everything else, like she's supposed to, and she does. But she's a great person, and she's always sharing our stuff, like the interview today. And so Steph, a big shout out to Steph Ramirez, who's always watching and tuned in as well. So a big shout out to her. Thank you so much. But before we get to the video here, Brandon Figueroa comes out in this video. How did that come about? I know he was at the Tejano Music Awards as well, an appearance. Was it last fall? I believe it
yes.
was. Well, yeah, last year. Was it
I
last year? Yeah.
Yes, it was this past Tejano award show that we
Mhm.
were all there. Well, the story with that is I met Brandon on a movie set. So he is very multi-talented. He is a boxer, of course, a champion, but he's also an actor. So I met him on the set of a movie, and of course Stephanie was there, and she was like, "Oh, you're a singer, you're in music, Tejano." She's like, I used to work in the business, and
Mhm.
I kind of still do." So about 2 weeks later, she calls me. She's like, "Do you have a representative?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have a manager. I'm like self managing." She's like, "I would love to manage you or whatever." So I'm like, "Oh my God, that's awesome. Like, a manager, like very cool. Brandon's manager, like very awesome, right?"
Mhm.
Such a great person. And then we were getting ready to do Quiero que vuelvas, and I couldn't find an actor. And I expressed that to her over lunch. I'm like, everything's set in place, but my actor fell through. And she's like, Brandon will do it. I know he'll do it. He would love to do it. And I had never thought of that because, he's Brandon Figueroa. He is like, celebrity. I'm like, I don't want to impose on him or ask him or bug him, And
Mhm.
sure enough, he was like, I will do it. I would love to do it. So I was very honored to have him in my video. He came out beautiful on screen. I told everyone, I'm like, he's prettier than me.
Yes. See, I mean, it's I mean, he's open to just about anything. We had him on, and we ended up losing him on the interview because it
Oh,
was just a connection issue on his end. It just his device it died. You know what I mean? So it happens. So and he was a great sport on it. He phoned Steph, and Steph phoned me. And she's like, we want to do another one. So it's like,
yeah.
for sure, definitely, he wants to get back on. He's apologizing and said, tell him not to worry about it. It happens. You know what I mean? That's just the way the technology is today. You know what I mean? It's not you can never depend on it for anything. So anyhow, it's a great guy. And we brought him on for the second part as well, and he just killed it along with his sister as well. They're doing great things. So a big shout out to those guys out there, La Familia Figueroa from Westlaco, Texas. So
They're so
yes.
they're so humble, and he also comes out in that Find Me movie as well. He has a part in that movie, so
Oh, great deal.
know, as a boxer and as an actor as well. So I'm very excited. So it'll be great.
Yes, awesome, man. Well, this is the video that where we're talking about here. Quiero que vuelvas. We want to play this for everybody out there. Let us know what you think about it as well. If you guys haven't seen the video, if it's the first time, here it is right here on Tejano Time with yours truly, Mr. Keith Leal, as your host. Magali Delarosa sitting in here. She's going to watch your video as well. I'm sure she's seen it about 1,000,000 times, but one more is not going to hurt, right? Here
Perfect.
we go. Check it out.
Ya tengo tiempo que busco un amor, alguien que me
Off the fifth studio album, Mujer Mexicana, and the best one yet, right? The best album she's put out yet, and she declared that earlier. So that's that. Well, she has in the past, but I mean that was the song right there. Quiero que vuelvas. All right. So another great video there from Magali Delarosa. She's got a lot of videos out, and you can look her up on YouTube as well to go and check all those out. So again, awesome video, Magali.
Thank you.
Wonderful. We got some more. We got a couple of other people who tuned in as they just shortly there after before the video took off there. Saludos from Klamath Falls, Oregon. This is Hector Sanchez Ruiz y Grupo Soy. So big shout out to him.
Hi, Hector. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. And Josie, of course, is still tuned in and watching. Love the video, Magali Delarosa. You killed it, she says.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Irene says too, love the song and the video. So
Thank you.
Definitely got some people around tuned in here. And earlier, Jennifer had mentioned this here. I forgot to post that over there.
Woo! I sent you a message earlier, but I don't know if you messaged me back. I'll check when the interview's done.
Awesome. Henry has a question here. I guess this was for you. He wanted to so what advice would you give another artist if they think about quitting?
I definitely would not quit. I know everybody kind of gets to a point where they get frustrated and they don't feel fulfilled. Don't quit, but I would suggest take a break. Write down on a piece of paper what's not working, what your goals are, and what you would like to happen. And I think that it's good to say these things out loud. I'm not coming from a religious point of view because I don't like to push anything like that on anybody. But
Right.
I do say these things out loud. I do manifest things. I do say, I am going to be an actress. I am going to win a Grammy. I am going to do this. You have to believe it, because if you don't believe it, then how's it going to happen? So
Exactly.
I'm a big person about, manifestation. A quick story on that is I had seen a film on Prime, and the girl that came out in it, we kind of look similar. And I'm like, I can do this. She can do this. I can do this. I want to be an actress. And I kid you not, 2 months later, I got cast in a scary movie, kind of in the same kind of vibe,
Mhm.
So, and then after that, I fell in love with it. And I'm like, I am going to be an actress. Then I got signed to the agency. And now I'm doing all these acting projects. So you really, truly have to manifest, believe, never
Yes.
quit. I would suggest take a break. And then I feel like for the younger artists that are out there, it definitely is tough. And sometimes it's financially difficult. You don't have the money for a makeup artist or a hair person or this and that. Get on YouTube, get on TikTok, start learning. This is the music business. It isn't enough anymore to have just talent. You have to learn the business side of things, and you have to help yourself and do things for your career every day.
Mhm.
That's my advice.
There you go. And that is some wonderful advice, right? So all you youngsters out there, young talented artists or artists, should I say, that are, thinking about just dropping the mic, take that advice and, take it into consideration. Don't quit. Just, like she said, put stuff on the back burner for now, and you can always pick it up later. You just, don't just throw it all away. There's no way, let's see here. He says, I know there's a lot of female and many female artists who do you consider to collaborate with? Well, that question was brought up to her earlier, Henry. Where were you at, huh?
Right?
What have you been doing?
I'm just joking. Well, I mentioned earlier Stephanie Montiel, Destiny Avida. I've always loved Las Phoenix. I think that they're amazing. And
Yeah.
that's cool because they're like a whole girl group. And then maybe like to come out as a feature. Like I've always really liked their music as well. So there's so many. And then we talked about that I was going to be doing a song with Ruby Ann, who's also from the Valley. She just put out her music video, Ay Dios Mío, and it was incredible. So much talent out there that I would love to collaborate with. So many people.
Awesome. Right there you go. There you have it. So be on the lookout for one with the Ruby Ann that's actually in the works right now, and she's not going to let any other details out of the bag. We already tried. No, I'm kidding. But but definitely it'll be out very, very soon. So you guys just be on the lookout for that. And so I want to send a big shout out going out to Diane is watching as well. También para John Robles, John from Grupo Conexión. That's right. Thank you so much, John. I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. Gil Gonzalez is also watching. So big shout out to Gil. Let's see who else is on right now. Of course, Michelle Garcia, she's still watching as well. Marcus Daniels, and all the other great people that are on. So thank you so much for tuning in right here to Tejano Time on this Sunday. So Magali, a couple of other questions we have here before we do decide to let you go here today on this Sunday, because I know it's getting late. It's Sunday, and family time is the best time on a Sunday. I know we try not we're going to probably try to change the time slot here sooner or later before football season, should I say? But
Priorities, right? Priorities.
right, priorities, right? So it's the you know we've already got to down to who you want to collaborate with and all that other stuff in the business. So if you can change anything in the industry today that's happening right now, what would it be?
I do still feel that there's a lot of unfairness with our female, singers and things. I do think that they are quicker to give the opportunities to the men, and not that they're not talented, that they're
Hmm.
talented too, but so are we. And I would like to see that change a little bit. I would like to see some of the women in the business support one another more.
Hmm.
Not say that they are and then really
I
don't.
really don't. Right.
There's a lot of, of that going on in the business that I see now, and there's no need for it. And so I think that there needs to be a better sense of community in this community, and I would like to see that change and get better.
Yep, yep, and that's true. That is very true, and I've heard that. Not That's not the first time I've heard that question or that answer. I've run across many artists in the industry that we interview here from day to day, week to week, and they have a lot to say on that note as well. So yes, that's definitely one right there. What do you think would be the what would like, how do you say it? Doing the music, like, right, if it wasn't for music today, or your makeup line, or your fashion, or any of that stuff like that, where do you think you would be at today if it wasn't for any of that, whether acting or whatnot?
Like, what other career would I
Yes,
would I
yeah, if you didn't have any of that right now at this particular moment, if that was just not and that wasn't just an option, or you would probably, you wouldn't fail at it. Like you said, you'll put it on the back burner, but you're gonna keep going. But if that wasn't actually involved today, where you would be at? What would you think you'd be doing?
I think I'd be a teacher.
Teacher?
Yeah, that was one of the first jobs I had. I was a teacher's assistant for like little kids, like 4 or 5 year olds, and I was getting my credits for early childhood development.
Uh-huh.
And I thought that that was something that I would always be good at. I definitely loved all those little kids, all the little babies. It was great. I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful right there. What is the best advice that someone has actually been given to, I mean, have gave you, that been given you in the past?
The best advice, it's funny because I did a whole video recently on TikTok. One of my friends out when I was back in LA told me one time, he's like, "Hey, I was like in a panic over something, when you're younger, you're so dramatic about things." And he's like, "Hey," he sat me down, he's like, "You don't have to do anything in this life that you don't want to do.
Hmm.
If it doesn't serve you, if you don't feel right about it, don't do it." And I apply that to everything. If a business situation doesn't feel right, nothing is going to happen because you say no. And I've used that for everything. If you don't want to go somewhere, you don't have to do it. If you don't want to lend your time to something that you don't feel is good for you, you don't
Hmm.
have to do it. And I feel a lot of artists, when they're young, they give in to those pressures, like that you have to say yes to everything, and yes and yes and yes. And sometimes
Right.
say no, and you have to take a beat and you have to think about it. And that's the best advice I think I can give: self love, self awareness, self care. And you don't always have to say yes. Take your time and make decisions the right way.
There you go. There you have it right there. Once again, if you're just joining us, we are talking with Magali Delarosa. Okay, she is here on the show right here at the Hello Time. She's been on the show in the past, but she is here today. We've covered a lot. She's got a lot going on for her. Where could they find you if they wanted to follow you on social media, Magali?
Yes, everybody can follow me under every social media: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Everything is my name, my full name, Magali De La Rosa. Also, you can find my videos like that too,
Hmm.
Magali De La Rosa. Of course, the new album is called Mujer Mexicana, streaming everywhere. And for bookings, you can reach out to stepstega@gmail.com for bookings and events and all of that stuff.
There you go. There you have it. Any planned shows that you have in the upcoming future in around the state of Texas that anybody watching out there would like to check out?
Yes, we do have a couple of shows in the works for the month of September, but I don't have the final dates.
Okay.
And then I do have something that we are going to do in October, but I can't really talk about it yet. But I'm excited. But those announcements will come soon, so don't worry about it.
Yes, and if you follow her on her social media page, you will get those announcements. So, okay, so go back and start following her if you're not already following her. Look her up. Magali Delarosa. She's on Facebook, again, TikTok, where else? Instagram. You're just about on every platform, correct?
Facebook, everything. And don't forget on Facebook, guys, I have two pages. I have my personal page, but I have my Magali de la Rosa, like the band page. So
Yes.
definitely check that out.
There you go. There you have it. Again, it's always an honor to have her on the show and right here on the Tejano Time podcast. And we want to stress that I'm going to show this up here on the screen right now. Is the Mujer Mexicana is the title of her album right now. So you can go out there and download it. It's available on all digital outlets. Go out there and get it while you can. Magali de la Rosa, again, Mujer Mexicana is the name of the song that you heard, the video that you just watched earlier, people. So it's that go out there, add it to your playlist, show your support Tejano music. That's what it's all about. All right. So again, we appreciate everybody who took the time to join us here on Tejano Time Podcast today. Magali, as always, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck in the near future. And we can't wait to have you back again.
Thank you so much. Thank you again for having me. God bless all the followers and the listeners and you for having me on the show. It was wonderful. I love you guys. Stay strong. Stay blessed. Bye.
Have a great night. Thank you.